Hello and welcome to Animation Breakdown. You know what really fascinates me? Mythology. Especially Greek and Egyptian mythology. Tales of rulers and beasts, vengeful spirits, and humans making gods in their own flawed image. Why do I bring this up? Well, because this month I'm reviewing Mummies Alive. Released in 1997, Mummies Alive followed the adventures of 4 mummies in the modern era, protecting a resurrected pharaoh from an evil sorcerer. Okay, so the premise is kinda stupid, but the show is amazing even though it only lasted 1 season. It was directed by Seth Kesley, featured a pretty amazing cast, and even had a theme song composed by Ron Wasserman. Yeah, that Ron Wasserman. Did it start off good? Well, let's take a look. I'm the Night Guard, and today we take on Mummies Alive. Cue the intro!
Breakdown, breakdown! Listen, breakdown, breakdown! Listen, breakdown, breakdown! Breakdown, breakdown! Authentic 25 BC. Protection from the new Ramses.
So the theme song tells us the show's premise, which makes it a better theme song than the ones from Neo Saban Power Rangers.
A little boy named Presley found a secret out this year, that he was once a pharaoh when Egyptians ruled the world, and now the sorcerer named Scarab tries to get him day and night. But Presley has 4 guardians to protect his very life.
This is why Ron Wasserman is a good composer. He even once said this: "In anything I've written for kids, I never write for kids. I'm writing for myself. I'm writing for adults. Because I don't write down to kids." So we open in the original black and white Mummy movie? No, in fact it's an archaeologist who plans on opening an ancient tomb. Bad idea, dude. As inside the tomb is the evil sorcerer Scarab, voiced by Gerard Plunkett, who was sealed away for killing the pharaoh's son. Politics. Am I right, guys? We then cut to a city, I don't think they ever specify which city, where we meet our main character, Presley Carnarvon, voiced by Bill Switzer. And he's a radical skateboarding teen! We also meet his mother, voiced by Louise Valence, who's a museum curator too busy to even talk to her son.
Oh, my favorite!
The mummified remains of a cat, believed to be Prince Rapsi's pet. Poor little guy. Hey, I don't even like cats. Why am I upset?
Scarab catches Presley and refers to him as a prince. You see, it's revealed Presley is the resurrection of the Egyptian prince Rapsi that Scarab killed so he could gain immortality. Wow, this show is dark! But it's time to meet the titular mummies.
With the strength of Ra!
Jakal, voiced by Dale Wilson, he's the leader of the 4. Raph, the spellcaster and inventor of the group, voiced by Scott McNeil. Armon, the lovable open combat specialist, voiced by Graham Kingston, and I apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong. And Nefertina, the girl, voiced by Cree Summer. They engage in a pretty fun and awesome fight scene. Why did this show not get a second season? Scarab transforms into an armored state that honestly just makes me want to see an Egyptian Kamen Rider, but is swiftly defeated.
You mean she?
No, you're just a boy. How would you know?
Actually, the prince is right. I am Nefertina. I only pretended to be a man, since women are not allowed to drive the chariots of the pharaoh.
No wonder he never went swimming in the Nile with us.
Makes sense considering gender roles back then. At the scene of the alleged crime, we get introduced to Harris Stone, who is clearly Scarab in disguise. It's so obvious, it's not even funny. He decides to send the treasures of Rapses back to Egypt, which is bad because the mummies can only recharge their magic in their sarcophagi, which are part of the exhibit. Panic!
Bad news.
So the mummies find out about Scarab's plan and decide to stop him with a car chase.
Another grey hair.
Going out again tonight?
Oh my god, a talking snake! Why is that the only thing I'm surprised by? This is Heka, Scarab's familiar, voiced by Pauline Newstone, and she loves to make snide, sarcastic remarks. So Scarab gets the truck after the mummies get into their sarcophagi, only to be delayed by Presley. We got a catchphrase, everybody! So we get another great fight scene showing the mummies' abilities, with Nefertina and Presley driving the truck away from Scarab. But Presley does get caught, but is boarded by a bridge! So they drop Presley off at his house and drive to their new home, the Sphinx structure we've seen throughout this episode, ending with the Sphinx in view. And that was the first episode of Mummies Alive. I still have no idea why there wasn't a season 2. The story was well structured, the music phenomenal, the animation amazing, the voice acting on point, and the culture shock the mummies were going through was very believable. They came from a time without cars, without TVs, and had to rely on their magic to get the job done. All in all, this is a show that should have never been buried. I'm the Night Guard, and if you build it up, I'll break it down.